Welcome to the Infidelity Doctor channel. My name is Dr. Talal Al-Salim, and this is the Ask Dr. Talal segment. Your place to ask me anything you want to know about affair recovery and affair prevention. Please remember, this is not a substitute for the counseling that you're supposed to be getting. This is merely a place for you to ask some basic questions and a place for you to learn about my clinical insights when it comes to affair recovery and affair prevention. So before we get to the question of the week, make sure that you like the video and subscribe to the channel so that you can get the most up-to-date notifications about the new videos. The question of the week is as follows. I'm struggling with comparing myself to the other woman. What should I do? It is not very uncommon for the betrayed, regardless of the betrayed was a man or a woman, to not find themselves being stuck and trying to compare themselves to the third party, which is the term that I use to describe the other man and the other woman in the affair. It is a very unfortunate position to be in, because from the betrayed perspective, now you're pulled into this comparison with somebody who might not even be in the same league that you're in. So the first thing that I have to say, this tendency to want to compare yourself to the third party is a normal part of the process. What you need to remind yourself with is to identify the factors why infidelity happened in the first place. Because infidelity doesn't always happen because of a relationship issue or your partner being dissatisfied with you. Sometimes it has nothing to do with you as an individual. It has to do with the unfaithful, untreated mental health issues that's causing them to be unfaithful. So it's not always about the third party being better than you or have something that you don't have. Sometimes it has to do with the unfaithful, untreated individual issues that is compelling them to be unfaithful. An example of that would be, an example of individual issue would be somebody struggling with sex addiction, somebody who had narcissistic personality disorders. In those situations, doesn't matter how much you compare yourself with a third party. It's not really a comparison that will lead to anything good, because it's not about you, it's about the unfaithful own issues that they need to fix. Now, let's say that the infidelity happened for a relationship factor, whether it's sexual compatibility or maybe not getting along in the area of communication and conflict resolutions and having a lot of needs not being met. What I always urge the betrayed to do, especially if they decided to repair the relationship, you can make some changes to address whatever relationship that caused the infidelity happened. But when you make those changes, you still have to be who you are. It's not fair in the first place for you to try to be somebody else. But also, there will be a lot of resentment of being somebody that's fundamentally not who you are. So whatever changes you need to make in the relationship to fix the relationship deficit that led to the infidelity, they still have to be authentic and genuine to you as a person versus trying to be somebody else. Also, it is important when you get the story of the infidelity to make a conscious decision to stop looking up information about the third party and researching them on social media or online. That's one of the main way people get stuck in this trap. And in this day and age, it's an endless endeavor. You can find a whole bunch of information about anybody. And whatever you see online, it does not mean it's a true reflection of people's real life, because we all know that a lot of the things on social media are not really genuine and authentic, and it's what you see is not always going to be a reflection of the reality. And also, if there is any need for getting reassurance from the unfaithful, it is okay for you to ask for that. And that's something I always kind of encourage the betrayed to consider. If they have decided to rebuild their relationship after they went through the process of discovery, they need to remind themselves that the unfaithful had an out, right? The cat is out of the bag. So if things discovered and the unfaithful want to run away and join the circus, they have the option to do so. If they're choosing to rebuild their relationship with you, it must be because they want you to be their person. Now, granted that they have abused that privilege by being unfaithful, but if they're making the choice that they want to rebuild this with you and they're doing it for the right reason and they're actually putting in the effort to fix the individual and the relationship factors that led to the infidelity, then it is one way of showcasing that they really want you versus wanting the affair partner or the third party that they were having the infidelity with. So I hope this answers the question for the week. Feel free to leave your comments in the comment section below about the answer that you heard today, as well as suggestions or questions that you'd like to see me tackle in future videos. Until then, be well, be safe, and embrace the possibility for a brighter future. Take care.